So, remember how yesterday I was all calm and relaxed and didn't want to offend anybody? Well, fuck that. Kid's back. I had a great conversation today with Youssef, so you can blame him for this. And we talked about all types of different things. So, Craig, we will get that link to you as soon as the podcasts are up and running. We spoke for about 2 hours. Some interesting stuff. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. One of them being, like trainers and the plans you see out there on the internet and different people, and basically, why would you trust somebody like me? Why would you listen to me in the first place? And hence the reason I put that picture up today and the caption, which I actually got off a movie that I was just watching. I said that is perfect because you always see all these plans like I told you about with these trainers, and what kills me are these influencers they have now, like these social media influencers. And I was like, you know what? Who are you? And that's where I got that saying from. At least I've done something somewhere along the line. And in talking with Yusuf earlier, it's like at least there's a balance between actually doing something and the knowledge. So there's a lot of people out there who, to go for those personal trainers who are like, again, 20, showing their ass. It's nice and pert. Show it to me when you're 50, okay? I'm sure you won't be taking all those selfies by then. But anyway, I mean, I've had a personal training certificate, okay? It's a weekend course. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to get one of those things, or a degree for that matter. But if you can combine the two, even better. So you got half of it, now go fucking do something, and then come back and be an influencer, okay? So that's where that came from. Not out of rage and anger, but I just, I'm fed up with all these, yahoos on there who basically haven't done anything at all. You're 20, you got a good body. You should have a good body at 20. So if you're training people, if you don't, you shouldn't be on there in the first place. So that's my rant for the kick this one off today. I had a couple of really good conversations with a couple of different people today. A couple of my early clients. It's funny, I have 2 female clients early in the morning, and I don't usually train females. I can't take the hormones. Did I say that? Was that my outside voice? Oops. But they're actually really good friends now. I've been training them for quite a while. And Eva, thank you, brought up a really good point. She went to see a nutritionist years ago, and the nutritionist gave her a program, and she put on weight. Surprise, surprise. Most nutritionists, not all, again, like everything else, there's good, there's bad, there's the 1%, and then there's the rest. Some of them actually do some work, but a lot of them, they're not even in shape. Like, how do you, I've seen at a lot of the clubs I've worked at, a lot of nutritionists who are overweight. Like, how do you give weight loss information and you're overweight? Like, obviously you don't know what you're doing, or you don't follow or you don't believe what you're giving out. So if you are into nutrition and you're giving nutrition advice, at least freaking lose some weight, okay? Look the part. Same with the trainers. I've worked with a bunch of trainers, and people in the gym are like, how the hell did they become trainers? They're fat. So again, nothing wrong with being overweight. Some people are very happy being overweight. I have nothing against people overweight. But if you're a trainer trying to help people to lose weight, like, you gotta at least look the part. All right? So she was saying she went to this person and she gained weight. And the one thing she likes about working with me is exactly this, is once people understand what they're doing and why they're doing it, they're more likely to buy in and do it because it makes sense to them. It's common sense. And if, I can't force anybody to do anything. It's once you believe that you can do it and it comes from in here, you're more likely to succeed at whatever it is. So that was the lesson I got out of my first session today. And my second one, Wendy, she was talking about being sick. She got food poisoning, not COVID, food poisoning so she hadn't eaten in 3 days. And she came in and she's like, I don't think it's going to be a very good session today. I feel weak, haven't eaten. And I was, okay, let's go with the flow, see how you are. Best session she's had. And you know why? Because she hadn't eaten. So the energy she's getting is, from what I've been trying to tell you guys for the last couple of weeks now, is fat produces way more energy than sugar. It just takes a while to transition. Some people longer than others, depending on how metabolically sick you are, metabolically flexible you are. You do want to go back and forth. Don't get me wrong. You do need sugar as well, on very little bit. But health, energy, your body is supposed to burn fat most of the time. Most people don't access it, and that's why they're sick, and that's why they're lethargic. You need to free the fat molecules, and you can't do that once your insulin spiked, and that's from eating processed and junk food. And the longer you take to transition, the worse you're going to feel, and the longer it's going to take. And if you do go back, and we've talked about this, you will make mistakes. You will say, damn, I shouldn't have done that. I had a weak moment. It just takes that much longer. So it takes a little bit of work. And what we're trying to do is make this mindless, make it easy, make it so you don't have to, motivate yourself to work out. So you don't have to motivate yourself to eat properly and motivate yourself to fast. It's automatic. Like I said, for me, like going to 2 o'clock in the afternoon to eat something, it's no big deal. Don't even think about it. I don't usually go that late. I say usually around 11 or 12 I eat. And I like to stop 3 or 4 hours before bed. I sleep way better. I recover. I track everything. I see my sleep, how much deep sleep and REM sleep and recovery I'm getting. My heart rate's lower. My breathing rate's better. Everything's better when you don't eat, because you're not supposed to. You're releasing all types of free radicals when you eat food, especially if it's processed foods or carbs. They release more, and instead of recovering, your body's trying to mop up the mess you've just made as you're trying to sleep. So again, all the data, all the study. I'm not a rocket scientist. I just like to read this stuff. So that's about it. Quick one today. It's Sunday. I'm surprised. I know where most of you guys are, because after I posted that picture, you see like this coming in, like, and again, it's not the reason I posted it. There's a message there. Is you know what, people? If you're gonna teach something, if you're gonna preach something, if you're gonna be an influencer, go fucking do something first, and then come back and influence people. All right?